Hey everybody, it's your boy Frank Martin here, and it's time for What Winds My Crank with Mr. Frank. So what's winding my crank today is that jobs are returning, but good ones are not so much. Now here's the thing, is that the jobs are returning here in America. Back in February, there was a big upturn from people who were working part-time jobs to working full-time jobs. There was also a big surge in the food and retail services. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the economy is working in a lot of other areas. Here's the case in point. The economy is comprised of everyone within a nation, but there are sub-economies within that have different percentages. So, people who have lower income, which would be seen as people in food services, people who work retail or other services like in the public sector, they're known as a lower income bracket, which is somewhere between, if I remember correctly, $32,000 or $40,000 a year. So that's lower. Middle is between 40 to, I think it is 80 or 120,000, and then 120,000 above is basically high income. Now, here's the thing: the jobs that are returning are the ones in the lower bracket, meaning that people like Papa John's, Domino's, Best Buy, Fry's, McDonald's, these are the companies that are hiring. People who aren't hiring are big companies like McKesson, Hewlett Packard, Dell, or upper echelons in the banking industry, things of that nature. So it's kind of like a hit and miss kind of story. If you are one of the people who were, let's say, laid off, or your store closed, like Kmart, they closed several of their stores, and you're like, oh, I gotta go find a job. Well, if you're still in that ranking, there's plenty of jobs that are going to be out there for you. The retail sector is growing pretty quickly. But conversely, on the other side, the middle/upper middle class and upper class jobs, the ones that pay about 50 grand and up, really aren't returning as quickly. Now, this is how the economy works in spurts. First, you would see the upper class will get a boon in money. They spend it on services. Those services then allow them to hire more people beneath them, and then when those people beneath are hired, they need people who manage and then supervise, and then regional directors and things of that nature. So basically, it's a stair-stepping process. So it's good that the economy is rebounding, but it's going very slowly for a lot of people's taste. So all this being said and things going on, the big question is, well, what's the question of the day? Well, the question of the day is this: have you been affected by this down economy? I myself, I've personally been affected in a great way. About 2 years ago, I was released from my job. I ended up taking another job that pays half the pay that I'm used to getting paid, and it's just been really difficult for me and my entire family. But hearing these things, it makes me feel good knowing that things are getting better. But, well, what about you? Are you in the United States? Are you outside of the United States? Has this affected you in any way? There are some people that I have met, believe it or not, that have not been affected one bit by this down economy. They still live in the same home, they still make the same pay, and they still have the same issues that they had before the economy even went down. So, if you've been affected by it, let us know where you're from and what's been going on. If there's anything that breaks up, I'll be more than happy to just throw in my 2 cents. And if you're not from this country but you've still been affected by a down economy, give us an idea where you are and what the situation is like, so we can at least have a better idea of what's going on around the world. So if you're on our YouTube page, leave a comment below. If you're on our Facebook page, leave a comment below. And if you're on mymorningjoe.com, then just go ahead and log in and leave a comment. Like always, I'll make sure to say my 2 cents if need be. My name's Frank Martin, and that's what winds my crank. Whoa, don't go yet. Don't forget to share this video. And like it too.